to Wasted Opinions, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about would you rather. We're going to come up with these scenarios or just questions. You got question A, answer A and answer B. You got to choose one, whether it's impossible for you to do or maybe it's going to be really simple for you to come up with them. Some of them are going to be crazy. Some of them are going to be pretty normal, you know, not too hard.
Straight from the conversations at the Drunken Clam.
Yeah. Yeah. I got this idea from Barstool Sports. I don't know if anybody watches Barstool Sports, but that's where I got the idea from, so just so they don't say I'm copying them. I'm sure I'll let you guys' stuff. What's your name on the fire in there? I almost did it again.
MussKeg.
That's good.
That's all I got. You son of a bitch. I'm in. I'm LewisLightning. Oh, I should have done it that way.
P.S. If this is Austin, I still love you. I'm CountryBoy.
So I got your nephew?
No, he's not my nephew. That's a cousin. Yeah. It's a song. It's a Blake Shelton song. It's called Austin. It's beautiful.
I know my sweetheart with my fist.
So what we're gonna start with, I'll go first, and we're gonna go clockwise. And the person doing their question will answer last. Okay, so we'll go, MussKeg will go after me, Lewis will go after me, and then I'll go after Lewis. Oh, shot, touche. We have a shot to do. Jagger, guys.
Pour these. Oh, great.
Yeah. Yummers.
My least favorite of what we have here.
It's like medicine.
So my first question to you guys is,
herbs.
Would you rather get to sleep with your celebrity crush? Keep in mind, like, you're not married at this point. Your wife doesn't exist. You can't say, "Oh, my wife." I don't think of that.
No, she's gonna watch this and know.
She doesn't exist. She's never born. Okay.
Not a problem.
Would you rather get to sleep with your celebrity crush, but nobody will ever know about it, or you never even get to meet your celebrity crush, but everybody thinks you slept with this person?
Oh, that's easy. I'd want to sleep with them and nobody know. Even that would be. The experience is what I care about.
Do you have anyone in mind specifically?
Man, there's a lot. Actually, okay.
Just bring them all up.
Okay, so the thing is, my celebrity crush has always changed, but I'll just mention, just because my wife actually has to be, she's been rewatching the series, The Vampire Diaries.
Oh, yeah.
Nina Dobrev from that is pretty good.
Yeah.
You know
what else can I list off?
Well, like who are some really popular? Throw some out because I'll probably be like, oh yeah.
No, we don't need to.
No, we don't need to go.
That's not important. It's just you chose the first.
Sofia Vergara would be fun. She's a bit older, but yeah.
But so you said you'd rather sleep with her.
I'd rather sleep and nobody knows than everybody think I did and I didn't.
I'm with MussKeg. I'd rather do it and no one believe me because usually I'm not someone who talks about it unless I have to like prove a point. Like I did do this, but I could live without doing that. I could live without proving a point.
You don't need the fame of
just the experience.
Of everybody knowing that you were with this person. Oh yeah, he's the guy that got it on with what's your name?
Nah, just the experience.
Okay.
And do you want me to throw my celebrity?
Sure.
Because this is actually recent. Like for the longest time, I've been like, no one really lately. But then I started watching NCIS. Emily Wickersham.
Okay.
Who is she?
No idea who that is.
Yeah.
Who's that? She's like the black-haired girl.
No.
The creepy gossip.
I looked her up. She hasn't been on much until that. But,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm actually 100% on board with you guys. I would rather get to sleep with my celebrity crush. My original celebrity crush was always Sarah Michelle Gellar. Buffy.
Oh yeah.
But recently.
Oh yeah.
Alexandra Daddario.
Oh, wow. You see her boobs.
I know. And honestly, I totally forgot that was her until recently. That was her.
I know her by the name. I can't think of her.
When you put it up here.
You know what? One girl that I always thought was cute and I always kind of had a crush on, Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah.
Especially in Click.
Click. Just in so many other movies, but the Adam Sandler movie.
So this one, mine is going to hit, Lee, you never watched Game of Thrones, right?
Nope.
Okay. So I'll clarify this up after I say what it is. You can either have sex with, you're having sex with Melisandre.
Okay.
She starts out as young Melisandre, and then halfway through she takes off the necklace and becomes the old crone. Or you start with her as the old crone, and then halfway through she becomes
The thing is,
So like,
okay,
this is what she
answer
looks
that
like
first.
when she's got her necklace on, and she's like,
Yeah.
she's better. I couldn't find a quick pic, but that's what she looks.
Yeah.
But then when she takes her necklace off, she turns into like an old, saggy, like
100-year-old
100-year-old
looking,
crone.
saggy, ugly.
So you either start with her
Witch.
hot or end with her hot, basically.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get both, no matter how fast you
Either
try
way,
and
you
go.
gotta.
So it's start with one, end with the other.
Yeah.
And that's the options. One,
Yeah.
either young
one or
then
the
old.
other. Yeah.
So I'm going first?
Yeah. we'll go
So,
right
like, okay, what's the halfway point?
whatever the halfway point, and you
Whatever
do
it is,
if you're
and
like
you're halfway
if you
through your
tried to be,
section.
if you tried to be like, well, I'll start with her hot and then I'll just finish quick. Nope, it is halfway through.
Yeah.
Does foreplay count as being part of it? Because, like, it's going to be hard if she starts, like,
The whole okay.
my thought is that I'd like her to start, like, old. But then I'm like, if I can't even get half match,
I know.
that's going to be a long time.
Yeah, but you got what's on
Turn the lights off.
But the thing is, you also know what's coming, so you still might be able to do it if you know what's coming.
Yeah. So I'm going to, there's so much at play, but I'm going to say if I can get past that, the beginning part, then the end's Pleasure Kingdom, so I'm going to go that way.
See, I'm gonna go the opposite way just because I don't know if I could even start. I don't think I could start with an old biddy witch-looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, nothing's happening. Sorry, nothing's gonna go on.
Like,
I'd have to get her to.
But also, but then
hot
imagine
first.
how dry it would be. You'd need to use a lot of jelly to get that.
This is an R-rated episode, by the
at
way.
least my way. If I can't get it up, then whatever. You had it up. You're gonna get blue balls if you can't finish it.
No. See, I'm just, if I know that it's coming, I'm gonna be like, close the eyes. I feel like.
I mean, to be honest, I think
feel the wrinkles.
I probably still feel
I would-
it, but I can still imagine what she was hot.
But I was gonna say, you could just close your eyes.
Emily Wickersham.
So,
Okay, she's pretty.
oh yeah, like yeah, I might say you can't close, but no, I mean you can close your eyes during sex, which is why my answer would be I would start with her hot and then have her change to old at the end.
Turn those lights out. Whatever.
Once
feeling.
I'm ready to go, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that's also the best part is like the first bit.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean the end's pretty good.
The end. Yeah.
I don't know. I like to see their face before it hits.
Can you just imagine the sound difference halfway through?
No.
Okay, mine. It's a little bit simpler, I guess, than the last one, anyways. If you had the choice, would you rather lose your sense of sight, so you're blind, or lose your sense of taste?
Yeah.
So you can't. Everything would taste just like nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I like my food, so it is a little bit of a challenge to pick. But I mean, my sight is probably my main used. I don't know, a sense, I guess, that I use. I think I could not get rid of my sense of sight. I would go crazy if I lost that. I mean, I would probably rather get rid of my sense of taste, I guess, out of the two.
Really?
I
mean,
think
this
it would be just hard.
This is an easy choice for me. I get rid of the taste. I mean, outside of the fact that you won't get to taste things anymore, which sucks. But think about it this way. I mean, you would actually then be able to be super healthy. You wouldn't care what you ate.
True. It doesn't matter if I'm eating a kumquat or I'm eating a pizza.
And here's a question for something, say like beer. Would you still have? You would still have the effect.
You would still have the effect.
You
You
still
just
have the
wouldn't
effect.
taste
You
it.
just wouldn't taste
Yeah.
it. So that's an easy choice for me. I would lose my sense of taste over even like. I prefer to lose my sense of taste over my sense of touch.
Oh, probably any of them, honestly. Since it tastes
Well,
probably
smell. I could live without smell.
Touche.
Yeah.
I would honestly. I love food too much. I would have to say that.
Yeah.
You'd rather go blind than.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
He's got
Like-
Tyner to lead him around everywhere.
Like I just like choosing different things and experiencing different things to eat. Like every day, the same nothing taste. Like I would just be going insane. Like sure you could eat whatever, but that's like saying like I can fuck whoever I want if I'm blind. They all look the same.
I guess I
or-
just feel like taste.
So much of my
And
day
life,
is based on being able to see stuff, like watch TV, play games, play sports. I need to see.
Pros and cons of like like not being able to touch was being said like, but then it's like you can't feel pain or you're not feeling anything actually.
That's
You
bad.
just touch.
That's bad.
Well, that's like taste. Like I could eat shit then. Ooh, but I don't want to. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It just if you take away sight. No, hey,
I don't know.
this isn't even a debate. I guess I just
I like that you have a different answer.
take away your. Yeah, that's the best part about it. So.
Yeah. That's a good one. But yeah, for sure. Okay. I had this one is kind of similar to your sense one. Would you rather lose the ability to speak, or lose one of your legs? Below the knee, we'll say. Below the knee.
Lose the ability to speak or lose one of your legs. I'd rather lose a leg than not be able to talk.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
I'm with him. It definitely.
But there's so many advancements in prosthetics now too that you could be okay.
It would definitely be traumatic, but I feel like I'd rather lose the leg because like talking, there's just so much like. Yeah, you could say you could learn sign language, but phones are out of the question.
Yeah.
Unless you can just be, I guess, texting.
Well, everybody texts nowadays, anyways. But
online gaming, how are you gonna do that?
yeah,
How are you gonna troll?
Just tap the mic, Morse code, the guy. Nobody else understands.
No one else
you.
fucking knows.
The fuck is that clicking on the other end?
Something wrong with your mic, man?
But I 100% agree with you guys because I mean, I've already got the leg I would choose too, my right leg, because I've already blew my Achilles there, so I already know what it's like to have like basically no leg on that side, and it's a lot weaker than my left one. So
If it was both legs, it might be a different question.
Yeah,
ooh,
But
but it's not.
exactly. I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm agreeing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reading. Okay. Just changing paths here a little bit. Less of a punishment one, but maybe to some of you punishment. I don't know how many of you know. You guys do, obviously. But Harrison Ford, his two biggest roles were Han Solo and Indiana Jones, obviously. I don't think we'll debate that.
I think I know who he is.
So, but for both of those roles, there was somebody else that was considered first. Kurt Russell was considered for Han Solo, and Tom Selleck was considered for Indiana
I knew
Jones.
Selleck, yeah.
If you had to choose one of those, so Harrison Ford loses one of those roles to that other person, which one is it?
I'm gonna say Tom Selleck, just because I'm not so familiar with Kurt Russell at that time. Like, what would Kurt Russell be looking like and acting like? Like, I know what he's like now. More so, I'm more familiar with his more recent works.
Think about like Kurt Russell in the '80s was Kurt Russell in the '70s.
Well, like Stargate, right?
Like Chinatown and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that.
So I guess if I think of
Not Stargate. Stargate was like the '90s. Like we're talking like Escape from New York.
Yeah, Escape from New York. I was gonna say. Now you say that.
Yeah. The Thing.
And he was for. I'll go with Tom Selleck. Indiana Jones.
Okay, and since I'm
I just don't think he's at the emotional stuff.
I'm way more of Indiana Jones fan. I like his Indiana Jones character more than his Han Solo character. I wouldn't want to get rid of that. So I would say Kurt Russell over Tom Selleck. I'd rather get rid of Han Solo's Harrison Ford.
With Tom Selleck's Indiana Jones still have the mustache?
Yeah. Yeah, it's Tom
Cool.
Selleck at the top.
Cool.
Of the cast.
Now I wish that happened.
So now you know the thing that's actually tough
And the
about
shirts.
the thing that's tough about this
90
question
jacket.
for me is I actually think both of them would have been good in that role as well.
In their own ways.
And you know, I'm going back and forth on this one because I actually really like Tom Selleck, but I think Kurt Russell could pull off the cocky kind of Indiana Jones, or no, sorry, Han Solo. I mean, Kurt Russell in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 basically is kind of like that.
Yeah. He just, to me, he just seems like he's a little bit lacking in getting emotions across. That's why I think.
And you know,
But Han Solo's not emotional.
Yeah.
Well,
except
it's
for the
cockiness,
except for
like-
you know.
Yeah, the cockiness is something that Kurt
I
Russell
think
could
you'd
do.
be losing like 10%
So
on that.
official answer for me would be Kurt Russell as Han Solo, and Keith Harrison as Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Right on.
Like that.
Okay, this is one I posed at work, and some guys had questions, so I'm going to clarify it once I put it out there. You could either have a job, like let's say, 5 days a week, working 8 hours a day, either as a porn star or as a guy who eats donairs. Would you rather be the guy that eats donairs or the guy that gets sleep with porn stars? And I'm going to clarify because the guys at work were like, well, the porn stars are probably going to be nasty or whatever.
Yeah.
The porn stars are as nasty as the donairs you're going to eat. So if you think they're all going to be nasty porn stars, they're going to all be nasty donairs too.
Be donair, just like going down on Melisandre when she's a crone.
See, I'm not a guy that needs to be with a lot of women. I'm okay with it. I'm a one-woman man. I'm okay there. So I do like myself some donairs though. I would love to have a shitload of donairs. I could eat those almost every day probably. I would love to eat donairs as a career. Hell yeah. bring it on. I'll get paid to eat donairs. Are you kidding me? I don't know if I could have sex with multiple women. I don't know how long I could keep it up.
Yeah. You know, ask me this question 20 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. But I was in my prime.
Donairs. You know, I mean, I'm serious. In a serious sense, you read so many. Well, you hear so many stories about like how porn stars are just desensitized to anything.
That's
that like too. Regular sex just becomes nothing. So you're. Yeah, no, and obviously I'm not even considering if I was married or not. Throwing that out the window. Who cares about that? But donairs, easy. Yeah. I like a good. Now, can you like mix up the toppings, or does it have to be?
That's not the same donair every time, right?
Yeah, it's not the same person every time.
Awesome.
As long as the
burps. Ooh, the burps.
Yeah, it's heartburn sometimes, you know. But you know what? Yeah, just the porn star thing. I've never really had the want to be a porn star.
I don't say I want to be a porn star, but I definitely
like for it though. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely like to have fun in the bedroom. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm not a big fan of donairs either. Like,
and you can eat a donair as you're doing something.
Yeah, that's one of the.
Did you just finish on your face, or is that tzatziki sauce?
I didn't think I'd see 2 foot longs in this show.
But yeah, I would definitely go with a more porn star thing. And I was just at work. There was only like one person.
Is this like your casting call?
That said donair? Or
there's only one person that said donair.
Really?
Even the chicks were like, sex. I take the sex over that.
Yeah, but I'm with him. Like, I think it takes away from the actual
sex.
Better,
if they want the sex, they better be ready for the sex that they're going to get.
Okay, here's kind of a fun one. Would you rather know the history of every object that you touched? Like, I was like, you have the ability to know what the object, what the history is.
It's like a power in something.
Yeah, it'd be a
yeah,
sure. It's a power. Or be able to talk to animals.
I think I would talk to animals. That would be mine.
Yeah.
I think you get a lot of variety out of it. I think you could make a fucking hell of a career out of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, technically, you could make a hell of a career out of the touching object ones by being like a detective or something like that. But I'll take the animals.
Okay.
Can they talk back to you if they're animals?
Can they talk back?
Well, you can talk to animals. Yeah, it's not just you yelling at a horse.
I guess you're kind of just a little basically. You
hear them. Okay. I guess. Well, I was thinking like I can talk to someone who's deaf or
who's like I can already talk to animals. Well, Tia, you fat lard.
I could speak their language, but I couldn't understand it myself.
Yeah.
To talk to animals, I find like unless like you were saying the detective thing, I don't really see the uses of that. But I mean, like as an animal person, you could be like. Any kind of farming industry, zookeeper or whatever. I mean, assuming the animals actually listen to you, like you talk to lions, be like, okay, I'm going to come in there, don't attack me, and they're like, fuck you, and get you anyways.
Flip side too, though, also about the detective thing. I mean, there's also like you could go into a museum and touch something really old, and then be able to see the entire timeline of history.
Absolutely. So that's kind of where I'm going because I actually would probably choose the other one. You guys. I don't think animals have a lot to say, to tell you the truth. I think they're all kind of stupid. Yeah. Most of them, anyway. Some of them have, I'm sure they have some intelligent thought.
That's Aquaman's whole deal.
But the thing for me is talking to animals, I don't care what they have to say. I just want to be able to tell them.
I just think it'd be annoying.
Like, I could find stuff out from there.
I just think they'd be annoying a lot. Like, if I had Frank next to me all the time, he's already annoying. Never mind if he's yammering in my ear about the same thing all day. I don't need to hear that.
Tell him to stop.
All of a sudden, John starts his own locksmith shop. He's gets really long hair, and Frank's sitting beside him, and the aliens are attacking, and all of a sudden,
what are you doing?
Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones shows up. I'm just saying, you would become the old guy. Oh yeah, that dude's definitely an alien.
I just know, like, I've gone this long without knowing what animals are saying. But something I've always thought would be cool is like to know, just pick up an object and be like, I wonder where this came from. I wonder who else
John like
has had
touches his shirt and it like takes him to the Chinese sweatshop where it was made. And
No, everything is made in China.
He accidentally brushes up against like the table that his parents had sex on or something.
But
there's everything in my parents' house.
No, I can't even enter the house.
Here's my question.
I think you have the ability quickly turn it off.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say.
That's something I think you have the ability to know
Right.
Well,
when you want to use it.
Put gloves on.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my question. You have the choice to either be in the lead of one blockbuster movie that everybody loves, like, so you're the lead in it, say like Avatar. No, I'm just kidding. Or you can be the lead in like a TV series that's on for maybe like 5 seasons. Your pay at the end of it's going to be the same, so you'll have made the same amount of money no matter what. But say, like, for example, you could have been like the Walter White in Breaking Bad.
That's what I was gonna say.
Or
like,
you could be like, you could have been, I'm trying to think of a one-off. But,
one-off movie.
but yeah, it's only one.
Like
So
you said,
maybe,
Avatar
say you
was so
did Iron Man and they hadn't done all the,
Gladiator.
you have to be a Gladiator
yeah,
or
there you go.
something like that.
Russell Crowe and Gladiator or something.
So which of those two would you choose to, and I'm not saying be Walter White, I'm just saying like in a
No,
TV series that didn't last 10 years, it's like...
Okay, I see where you're going with it though.
Based just on what you said, I would pick the movie because if I was doing a TV series, which obviously takes a lot longer time, I'd like to have some character control, which you didn't say, like, can I, affect
Yeah, you're not writing the
whatever.
series,
Yeah.
but you're not writing the blockbuster movie either.
So if I'm in the movie and I don't like what my character's doing or whatever, I'm unhappy with something, I gotta stick it out. Even if it ends up being a good movie, sure. But, like, if it's a TV show, that's a lot more time you're actually there for production. And whatever happens, if it's I like it or I don't like it, at least one's shorter.
Yeah. Okay.
See, if I knew if they were going to be like very successful, like a successful show or a successful movie,
Yeah, they're going to be...
then I would probably go with the TV show. Like you sold, like I was already thinking like the whole Walter White thing. Like that's my favorite series of all time. And if I could be a character like that, I would love to be known for a character like that. Like excellent acting, just great story, excellent, beautifully shot. To be a part of a show like that I would love to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, a movie too would be awesome to be a part of a movie like that. But I want to be able to repeat playing this character. If people are loving it, I want to be able to come back to this character season after season.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, one thing I looked when I was thinking about it, I was thinking like, okay, if you just do the movie, you're only having to use up so much of your life, and then you could go do whatever else you wanted to do afterwards. Whereas TV series, you'd have to be there for production and blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. But and I will say this, maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I would have said the movie easily. But I think TV's changed, especially with the streaming services available, and it's become where TV series are almost more, except for huge blockbuster movies, but they have more of a sticking power and more of an audience pull for it.
Yeah.
So
Binge
you don't hear
watching is
everybody.
huge.
Binge watching's huge. So you don't hear everybody talking about even though Gladiator's a great movie. It's and they're always, so I think I would actually do the TV series one as well. Also because you get to have a lot of grow relationships with friends and everything like that, and you would get to do the actual production for longer. Is the thought.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that's it.
So this is going to be our last one.
Probably our last one, yeah.
So here's one. Again, I'll have to put a couple of rules in there. Would you rather spend a week in the past or a week in the future? And if you're in the past, what you do doesn't change the future. And if you went to the future, you can't come back to the present and invest in this because it's going to happen.
Okay, yeah.
So you can't affect either way.
I
Back
can't.
to the future.
Yeah.
And I
can't start betting on games I know that.
Or are you like there interacting in the world?
You're interacting, whatever, but it's not going to affect.
Basically, it's an
things.
observer, like a traveler.
Yeah. Whatever you
it's like
do
a
won't
holiday.
matter. Whatever you do in the past won't matter. And
Yeah,
the future won't matter.
Okay.
Also, you don't have to be like, okay, I'm going to spend 1 week in medieval. You can be like, okay, I'll spend a day there, a day in Egypt.
You can mix it up around.
You can, for both of them, in the future, you can be like, oh, I want to go, 3 months in the future when my wife has her baby.
Yeah.
And then I can go to 2099 and see that.
Oh, okay.
You can spread it out.
Okay. So it's not just one jump.
No.
Okay.
But it's a week's worth.
Okay, a week's worth of traveling. Okay, yeah, that's hard. Because I am curious what the future holds, but do I really want to know? Do I really want to see what happens? Or should I just let it play itself out? I think I'd go in the past, honestly. I'd rather go and see maybe some historic moments in the past and actually witness them. I think that'd be kind of cool. Maybe see the Berlin Wall come down or something. Mm-hmm. Or maybe fucking see some dinosaurs or some shit.
Yeah.
Who knows? I think that would be the way I'd want to go. I like not knowing what's happening for my future. I mean, I don't have to go to see my future, I guess. I could go to the future and just see what happens. Yeah. But, I'll go to the past.
The way, I mean, the fact of the matter is to lose the sense of unknown by going to the future. Now you could technically go to the future and just not pay attention to what happened to your life.
Yeah, that's
Because that could get away from that. No, I don't know what's happening, but still, you're gonna know your world is not just what you live in; it's the world you're in. So I don't think I would go to the past. One thing I would say that I first thought about though was like times were harder back then, and actually a lot more boring than we probably really think about it.
Yeah.
So like you could spend a day going to the past, and it's like, well, I gotta take out my shit bucket.
Bring a lot of food with you.
Yeah, and but I would still do past, especially since you said you could mix it up. If it was 1 week, it might be a bit of a different, but yeah, go see some like ancient Greece or something like that.
Exactly.
See, and hey, you could even go as back as like to try and figure out what the hell happened to man.
Yeah, where did we start?
High five Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You wouldn't even know what it is.
Adam, don't eat that apple. Don't listen to what the woman says.
And dinosaurs, yeah, you do Jurassic Park.
Yeah, really. Like, honestly, I probably would have went to the future.
Bugs, though.
I would have went to the future if I could, take the information and come back and become rich. But if that's off the table,
yeah, I'd rather go to the past than my present and be like fucking rich now too. I would go to the past as well, just because, like you were saying, we know what kind of more or less what happened. You go back and see like different events that happened, like when Caesar was assassinated and all this different shit. You can see that. The thing with the future, like MussKeg alluded to, the unknown effect. What if like coronavirus or World War III kills us in a month?
Yeah, I don't want to know that.
And there's what if like the world just like becomes nothing but like a void?
Yeah, I don't want to know that because then I come back and I'm like, fuck.
Well, it's a wasted vacation too. Like, what am I gonna do? There's nothing left to do.
Exactly.
So I'll go to the past.
Yeah, Louis wants to know the so he can go back and stockpile up on Lysol wipes and then sell them for like $80.
I'll just tell a guy, don't fucking eat that bat.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't affect the past though.
This is a pretty good. What would you rather do? I guess so. Would you rather?
Let us know if you like this one.
I like. I'm curious what you're gonna do for the editing. What kind of images you're gonna put up here? That's gonna be fun. Where can we find?
If you can make it like nighttime and then the daytime.
I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of the R-rated stuff is probably not gonna get.
Well, you don't need to be doing
a black bar and everything.
But I want you to be creative. I hope you're creative with something.
Oh, jeez.
Try.
No, not be dirty creative.
No, I'm not even laughing. It's like, Lewis, fuck, do this.
Oh. Okay, whatever. Where can we find you, sir?
Twitch, Twitter, PSN, MussKeg in the present.
I'm Twitch as the LewisLightning.
I'm on Twitch, Twitter, and PSN as CountryBoy_9. Hit the bell below. Make some comments. What kind of would you rather's would you guys do?
Mm-hmm. Would you rather see a different episode than this?
Like this next one. That's gonna be your below.
Would you rather this one or the
Or
next
above.
one or the one before?
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
It's better.
Would you rather subscribe or like?
Do both.
Don't forget to ring the bell.